The rain had been falling all day when Candide signed the lease. Ikoyi's streets, usually buzzing with life, felt muted. The orange glow of the street lamps blurred against the wet glass of his taxi. The landlord, a frail, sharp-eyed man, slid the keys across the desk. "There is only one rule," he rasped. "Lock your bedroom door at night." "Always," Candide chuckled, but the man's face remained a mask of stone. The building sat at the end of a quiet street, a looming relic inside. The apartment was small but clean enough, but the bedroom door, it had a thick brass lock. "Newer than anything else. Superstitious old man," Candide muttered, and began to unpack. That night, out of habit, he turned the key in the lock. Sometime in the dark hours, a sound woke him. Footsteps, soft, slow, moving in the hallway. They paused right outside his door. Then, a metallic clink. The brass lock rattled. Once, twice, the handle turned slightly. Candide froze, his heart hammering. After what felt like hours, silence fell. When dawn broke, he laughed shakily. Stress, just stress. But when he opened the door, a trail of muddy, bare footprints led from the front door right to his bedroom and stopped. The second night, he wedged a chair under the front door handle. Again, at midnight, the footsteps came. This time, a whisper followed. Candide, his name, spoken on a dying breath. "Let me in." The whisper came again, coaxing, please. He didn't sleep a wink on the third night. He poured himself some whiskey, ready to face his paranoia. Midnight came, silence, relief washed over him. He turned over in bed, ready to sleep, and froze. The bedroom door stood wide open. In the corner of the room, something shifted, a figure. Pale and tall, its face hidden in shadow. Hunched as if its bones didn't quite fit, Candide's scream caught in his throat. Everything went black. His eyes snapped open. He was at his office desk. The clock read 11:58 p.m. Was it a dream? His phone buzzed. A notification. He rushed back to the apartment. He stopped cold in the doorway. Muddy footprints marked the floor again. And this time, the bedroom door was already ajar. The next day, his own phone number flashed across his screen. He answered. Static, then faintly, his own voice, "Don't go back." The line went dead. That night, the whispers came from inside the walls. Candide, a scratching sound began, as though long fingernails were carving into the plaster. A hairline crack split open. Dust fell, a single. Pale finger pushed through. Candide screamed and bolted. He checked into a cheap hotel. Sure he'd never return, but when he woke, he was back in the apartment. In his bed, the brass lock gleamed. He ran to the front door, but the hallway stretched on endlessly, impossibly long. Time began to fold. Days bled into nights. The whispers grew bolder. He doesn't know. The door, it wants blood. One night. Words carved themselves into the wall above his bed. "Let me in." He bolted again. Into the endless hall. This time, a figure stood at the far end. It began to walk toward him, a steady, deliberate pace. He ran back, slamming the door, locking it. 3 slow knocks followed. Desperate, he searched the apartment and found an old newspaper clipping. "Tenants vanish from Ikoyi building." On the back, a scrawled message. "They come through the walls." That night, the breathing started. Slow, wet, right behind him. He turned. The pale figure was crouched in the corner, its limbs bent at impossible angles. It smiled, showing rows of teeth, too sharp, to many. "Candide," it hissed, "we've been waiting." His scream tore through the apartment. Then darkness. He was at his office desk, 11:58 p.m. His phone buzzed. His own number. He answered. His voice on the other end, desperate, "You can't escape. You never left. He was in a loop. He realized the truth slowly, horribly. Each time he answered the phone, he pulled himself back. Each time he locked the door, he renewed the contract. The whispers told him so. You keep choosing. You are the lock. He tried to break the cycle, letting the phone ring. But he always answered. One time, his own voice on the line said, "Go to the window." He looked. The window showed the apartment bedroom. He saw himself on the bed, pale, staring. That other Candid turned its head. Their eyes met. And it smiled. The next time he woke, he was on that bed. The lock clicked shut on its own. The whispers were jubilant. You're home. The walls crumbled, revealing a pulsing, fleshy surface. What are you? He screamed. The figure emerged. Its face shifted. Landlord, strangers, his own reflection. We are the echo, it said. We are the hunger, and now you are us. His scream merged with the whispers. Then he buzzed. The fluorescent hum, papers on the desk. 11:58 p.m. The phone buzzed, his number. With hands that were no longer his own, he lifted it. On the other end, his voice screamed, "Please, don't move in." He opened his mouth, but the words came out in a whisper not his own. Too late. And the cycle began again. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next descent into the dark. Stay safe out there.